In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can delegate privileges inside Active Directory to let users in your organization control other users inside Active Directory. We do that through the Start menu and then Windows Administrative Tools. And under Windows Administrative Tools, we're looking for Active Directory users and computers. So in Active Directory users and computers, I can browse to the Managers organizational unit, see a list of my managers, and I'm going to create a new group inside this area. So clicking on that group icon, I'm going to type in the name, Sales Managers, and I'm going to make this a global group and also a security group. I don't want it to be a mail-only distribution group. I'll click OK. And then I'm going to use one of these managers, AJ. So if I have a look at the properties for AJ, this user inside Active Directory, I can right click to bring up those properties, and in the different tabs I need to choose Member Of. So this is where we manage the memberships of the groups that AJ is part of. In Member Of, I can see there are already domain users and managers. I'm going to click on Add, and I want to add in the name of that new group we just created. So I'll type Sales Managers and click Check Names. That's going to do a match against Active Directory to make sure I've typed it in correctly and that group exists. I'll click OK and OK again, and now I've added AJ to that group. So in the Sales Organizational Unit, this is where I have a bunch of people, and I'm going to right click and go Delegate Control. So this is where I've got the Delegation of Control wizard. I'll click Next and I can add that group that I just created. So again, I'll type the name Sales Managers and hit Check Names to validate that I haven't typed it in correctly. And now we're giving Sales Managers permissions to do things at this organizational unit level. By clicking Next, I can see a list of the different common tasks that I could delegate. And there are quite a granular level of detail here of what you can allow the members of that group to do. For this scenario, we want to look at reset user passwords and force password change at next login. So these are the only two things that we want the members of the Sales Managers group to be able to do. And I'll select that and click Next. Now I click Finish, and those permissions are now set up for the Sales Managers group and AJ, who is a member of that group. That was all done using another admin account. So let's sign out of that admin account and sign in as our manager, AJ. Once AJ has signed in correctly, we can now click on the Start menu, again to go to Windows Administrative Tools, and AJ can launch Active Directory users and computers. So in our contoso.com domain, let's go down to the Sales Organizational Unit and choose Britta Simon. For example, this is one of our test users. So if we right click on this user now and go Reset Password, AJ is presented with the standard reset password prompt that an Active Directory admin would get. They type in a new password and click OK, and it changes the password for this user. It gives us a confirmation that it's been done successfully. So now we've demonstrated that the permission has applied and AJ now has access to reset passwords for people in this organizational unit. That's great, but what if AJ tries something else? Let's have a look at the Research Organizational Unit with staff that don't report to AJ. If we right click Reset Password on Andrew's account, it looks like we can do it. You can type in a new password and confirm the password here, but as soon as we click OK, AJ is going to get an access is denied message. So he doesn't have delegated privileges into that organizational unit because it's not part of the Sales OU. This was a short demonstration on how you can delegate administration privileges so that someone in your organization can reset the passwords in a particular organizational unit. We do that by giving access to a group name, adding a user to that group, and now the user can perform that task, but only in that scope, in that particular organizational unit.